Welcome to your yoga practice today. I'm so happy that you guys could make it today. We're actually going to start on the ground on our knees. If you want, you can go ahead and get a block if this is uncomfortable for you. If not, just come here, put your hands on your knees, close your eyes, and breathe. You can breathe in through your nose just for this one, and through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Let's fiddle our eyes open. Let's just rotate our neck one way. It's early in the morning. If you just woke up, like I did, you're gonna want to roll your neck out. And roll it in whatever direction you want. Just be subtle about it. Don't try to do any big rolls here. Just tiny. And then take your time to center yourself. And we're just gonna look down and all the way up. Then one more time, down and all the way up. Then bring it back to the center. Let's go side to side. Let's stop at the center. Move over to the side of your mat. This is going to be the fun part. We're just going to go ahead and do a few cat-cows here. Just a few, not too many today. And just focus today on moving your head first. And then all the way to your bum. And then from your bum, all the way to your head. Let's try that a few more times. And then from here, we're going to take out that back leg with your opposite arm. For me, it's going to be my left arm out, my right leg to the back. We're just going to hold it here in a bird dog. For a moment. If you want, you can center your hand to your mat if it's hard for you to balance like this. And then what I want you to do, I want you to take your knee to your elbow. And then let it back out. And come back. Just take your knee to your elbow. And one last time. And out. And let's bring it all the way back down into that tabletop. We're gonna take that left leg all the way to the side. You can hear my hips cracking. And just lift up into a modified side plank. If you want to challenge yourself, you can obviously go into a full side plank, but be where you're at today. Come back down into your full plank now, into your first vinyasa. So let's go into that chaturanga, into that upward dog or cobra, and into that downward dog. And take your time to just pedal out those feet, roll out those ankles, or you can find stillness in this pose. It's all up to you this morning. You're just gonna take that right leg up and swoop it all the way through to your chest. And we're gonna take it up one more time. Swoop it all the way through. And this time, make sure that your leg is aligned. Like that, like your hips are aligned. And then bring it all the way to the center. Put your knee down. Yes, your knee is down. And swoop up with the moon. Come back down. And just take a tiny little twist here as you're down here. So you're gonna take this hand up. The same hand as your knee that's in front. You're just gonna do a nice twist here. If you want to challenge yourself, you can bind to the back, but that's totally fine. Whomever wants to bind to the back, go ahead and do it. It's totally fine to stay here. Back down, look at your foot, and we're just gonna do a nice hamstring stretch. If your hands are right here, just focus on having your foot flexed, your hamstring straight, and your hips aligned. So it's okay if you have to modify this pose for yourself. And then try to reach as far as you can. It's all about where you are today. I'm gonna take down that foot, go back, sweep the moon up. Come back down to that hamstring stretch. And if you want to challenge yourself, see where your hands lay and try to keep them there during your hamstring stretch. Let's just move through this just a few times, just to wake up those hips, those hamstrings. And just breathe with it. And we're gonna do about 2 more. And then you're gonna go back into your plank, into your chaturanga. If you want to modify, go on your knees and go into your chaturanga. Then your upward dog. And then your downward dog. I like pedaling out, especially in the morning when you're just waking up. You need to move those muscles. And then go all the way up with that left leg. The right leg. And go through the center. Go all the way up so you can get a little bit higher each time. Go through the center. And then go all the way up. Put that leg down. Put your knee down. Swing your hands all the way up like you're touching the moon. You just want a little curve in your back. And it's okay if you can't get it. It's okay if you're right here. That's not a problem. You woke up this morning and did this practice, and that's all that matters. Bring your hands all the way down. Take the same hand as the leg in front. Go ahead and lift it up for that gentle twist. And remember, if you want to bind, if you want to hold back for your leg, you can. Or if you just want to stay here, stay here. Come back through the center and get ready to do that hamstring stretch. Make sure you flex that front foot. Just breathe here. Do a quick body scan of your body. Is this hamstring looser than the other hamstring? Don't worry about that. It happens to everyone. That's why we stretch. And let's come forward. Let's hold that moon up. And let's bring it back down. Let's go back through that hamstring stretch. And let's bring it back up. Let's just move through this. Go at your own pace for this one. Follow your breath. Because everyone's breath is different. And let's do this about 3 more times. Go ahead and stay on the ground. About 3 more times. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. Come back into that. Go back one more time, that hamstring. One more time to that hamstring stretch. Go back into your plank, into your chaturanga, into your upward dog, into your downward dog. And from here, just let your hands meet your toes. It's okay to bend your legs here, because you're gonna need to, because we're going into chair pose. And make sure you brush your fingertips all the way up into chair pose. And if you're not there, it's totally fine to be up here. I know my knees are kind of bad, so I like to stay up here. Some days I'm like, my knees are good today. Wherever you are is where you are today. And breathe. And sweep them all the way down to touch your toes if you can. If you can't, leave your legs bent. You can move through this. You can totally like bend and straighten, bend and snap, bend and snap. And then from here, bring it halfway up so that you have a flat back. Come all the way back into your plank, into that chaturanga, into that upward dog, into that downward dog. And from here, let's take that left leg all the way up again and take it inside. And take it knee to chest. And then for the last one, put that knee back down. Hold the moon up. Come back down. Go ahead and twist. Look up at that hand, and if you want to try a bind, try it now. See how your body feels now that it's a little bit more worn. Let it go. Put your hand back up. Back into this. Give us that nice hamstring stretch. Come through, back up. Sweep up that moon. Once again, bring it back down. And let's move through this pose once more. Just about 5 times. You can count to yourself. Let's go ahead and bring that back leg up. Go ahead and bring that leg back into plank. If you want to, you can try one-footed plank this time. Going into Chaturanga. Just Dandasana. Into Downward Dog. Just pedal it out here, just for a moment. And take that right leg all the way up. Bring your knee to chest. Take it all the way back up. Bring your knee to chest. One more time. Now plant that front foot down. Plant that back foot. Sweep up. Try to touch the moon. Come back down. Take that right arm all the way up. If you want to challenge yourself, bind to your back. Let it all go. And then stretch that hamstring out. And then go ahead and bring it forward. Let's just move through this about 5 times. One last time. In plank. Into your Chaturanga. Into your Upward Dog. And into your Downward Dog. And from here, if you really want an extra shoulder stretch, you can bend your legs a bit. And you can go back and forth with this. Or just find stillness. Come all the way back down into tabletop. Now put that right leg up. That left arm out. Hold it in this nice bird dog. Don't forget, if it's hard to balance, just go ahead and move your hand a little bit to the center. Not too much. And let's bring that knee and elbow to touch. And knee and elbow to touch. Let's do it one last time. and down. Turn to the side for your modified side plank. Come back through the center and go into child's pose. Come back up. I'm going to come to the center of the mat. And just take your head side to side. Now go yes. Up and down, and not really big. Don't strain your neck, just enough. Now rotate it one way, whichever way you choose. Reverse it. Now bring your head up. Bring your arms all the way up. Bring them down. And namaste. I hope you guys had a fabulous practice, and I thank you so much for showing up on the mat today. Have a great day.